Benjamin Franklin once said, "Human happiness comes not from great strokes of luck that occasionally occur, but from little things that happen every day." This simple statement hides one of the most powerful secrets to success, a principle that can transform ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. The truth is, success is rarely the result of massive breakthroughs or overnight achievements. It's built quietly, through one simple habit that, when practiced consistently, becomes unstoppable. That habit is daily discipline, the art of doing small things every single day with purpose and consistency. Franklin believed that success was not about genius or luck, but about character. He once wrote, "Energy and persistence conquer all things." These weren't just words to him, they were a way of life. Let's imagine Franklin's world for a moment. No smartphones, no social media, no endless distractions. Yet he managed to become one of the greatest inventors, diplomats, entrepreneurs, and thinkers in history. How? By mastering his habits. Every morning, Franklin asked himself, "What good shall I do today?" And every evening he reflected, "What good have I done today?" This simple ritual was the foundation of his greatness. He understood something that most people today overlook. Success is not created in moments of inspiration, but in moments of discipline. It's the quiet decision to show up, to improve, to stay consistent when no one is watching. This habit, so simple yet so profound, creates a magnetic force that attracts opportunities, trust, and eventually, success. Think about it. When someone practices self-discipline daily, waking up early, staying organized, following through on promises, keeping emotions in check, something changes. Confidence grows, energy increases, focus sharpens. You start to feel that you are not just reacting to life, but directing it. And that's exactly what Franklin did. He once created a list of 13 virtues, principles he believed would guide him toward moral perfection. They included temperance, silence, order, resolution, frugality, industry, sincerity, justice, moderation, cleanliness, tranquility, chastity, and humility. He didn't aim to master them all at once. Instead, he worked on one virtue each week, keeping a small notebook to track his progress. Each day, he marked his successes and failures, analyzing what went right and where he fell short. Over time, this routine reshaped his behavior, sharpened his mind, and built unshakable self-control. Franklin's method proves something timeless. If you want to change your life, you don't need to change everything at once. You only need to change one thing consistently. Small actions, done daily, compound into extraordinary results. Now, let's pause and reflect. How many times have you set a big goal, learning a new skill, starting a business, getting in shape, only to stop halfway because it felt overwhelming? Franklin understood that problem centuries ago. That's why his method focuses on simplicity. He knew that complex goals fail, but simple habits endure. You might be wondering, what makes daily discipline so powerful? The answer lies in momentum. When you repeat a positive action every day, you activate what psychologists call the compounding effect of habits. Each repetition strengthens the neural pathway in your brain, making the action easier, more automatic, and eventually effortless. Franklin's routine may sound humble, but its impact was monumental. He was not just an inventor of the lightning rod and bifocals. He was a master inventor of himself. His daily rituals turned him into a living example of what human potential can achieve when directed with focus and consistency. But Franklin's wisdom goes even deeper. He believed that good habits are not just about personal achievement. They are about character and contribution. Every action, no matter how small, is a reflection of your values. He once said, "Well done is better than well said." These 7 words summarize a lifetime of truth. Talking about success doesn't create it. Doing something every day does. Imagine what would happen if, starting tomorrow, you asked yourself the same morning question Franklin did. What good shall I do today? Not in a grand, world-changing way, but in a simple, meaningful one. Maybe it's finishing that small task you've been delaying. Maybe it's writing one page of your book. Maybe it's sending that email, studying that lesson, or simply being kind when it's easier not to be. Each action builds on the last, creating a rhythm of purpose. And once you align your daily actions with your long-term goals, success starts to find you. It doesn't happen instantly, but it happens inevitably. Franklin's story teaches that success is not an event. It's a habit, a way of living, a decision repeated daily until it becomes your nature. He once said, "Do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of." These words remind us that time is our most valuable currency. What we do with it determines the quality of our lives. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions fight for our attention, Franklin's philosophy feels more relevant than ever. The ability to focus, to work deliberately on what matters, is rare and powerful. Most people chase shortcuts, seeking instant gratification. But the truth is that the path to success has never changed. It's paved with discipline, consistency, and patience. Franklin didn't wait for motivation. He created it through action. That's the paradox of self-improvement. You don't act because you feel motivated. You feel motivated because you act. Each small step reinforces your belief in yourself, and that belief becomes unstoppable. When you develop the habit of daily self-discipline, something remarkable happens. Your mind begins to attract opportunities that match your level of focus. You notice things others overlook. You make connections faster. People begin to trust you because they see your consistency and reliability. In essence, you start to radiate the quiet confidence of someone in control of their life. Franklin's life was far from perfect. He made mistakes, faced criticism, and endured failures. But what made him great was his ability to learn from every experience. He believed that every failure was a lesson in disguise, a signal pointing toward growth. His habit of reflection, reviewing each day honestly, was his secret weapon. Imagine ending each day not by scrolling through distractions, but by reflecting. What did I learn today? What could I do better tomorrow? This simple act of awareness transforms your days into a continuous cycle of improvement. You begin to notice patterns, what brings success and what leads to mistakes, and you adapt. That's how Franklin mastered himself. He also practiced gratitude, though he never used the word the way we do today. To him, gratitude was about humility, recognizing that every opportunity, every success was the result of countless small efforts, both his own and others. This attitude kept him grounded even as he achieved greatness. Modern psychology supports what Franklin instinctively knew. Daily gratitude and reflection reduce stress, increase focus, and strengthen willpower. They train your brain to see progress, not perfection. But Franklin's wisdom wasn't just personal, it was universal. He wanted to share it, to help others rise above mediocrity. That's why his autobiography wasn't just a story of his life, it was a guidebook for self-mastery. He wanted future generations to understand that success isn't magic, it's method. And that method begins with a single question: what good shall I do today? So, how can you apply Franklin's simple but powerful habit to your own life? Start by defining one small action you can take daily toward a goal that matters to you. Keep it simple. Track it. Reflect each evening on your progress. Over time, that single habit will expand into many, creating a chain reaction of improvement. If you fail one day, don't stop. Remember Franklin's approach. He didn't aim for perfection. He aimed for persistence. He knew that progress is never a straight line. What matters is that you keep showing up one day at a time. Eventually, the habit becomes part of who you are. You stop fighting for motivation because the routine itself sustains you. And that's when you begin to attract success almost effortlessly. Not because luck suddenly favors you, but because you've become the kind of person who naturally creates results. Benjamin Franklin's life reminds us that the secret to success isn't hidden in complex formulas or external circumstances. It's found in the quiet power of one daily habit done with intention and integrity. It's about choosing discipline over comfort, reflection over distraction, action over talk. As Franklin himself wrote, "Lost time is never found again." Each day that passes unused is a piece of your potential gone forever. But each day, used wisely, adds to your legacy. So, the next time you wonder why success seems to come easily to some people, remember this: it's not luck, it's daily discipline. It's the invisible momentum built by small, consistent actions. It's the reflection before bed, the focus in the morning, the courage to stay the course. In a world obsessed with instant results, Franklin's message remains timeless. True. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by who you become. And who you become is shaped every single day by the habits you choose. Start today. Ask yourself, what good shall I do? Then do it, quietly, consistently, without fanfare. Because the truth is, greatness doesn't shout. It builds, one simple habit at a time.